There comes a time in every movie fan's life when they have to rank their top 10 favorite horror movies. This is not the top 10 best horror movies, these are just my top 10 subjective favorites. So just grab a bowl of popcorn, sit with me, and let's get scared. Coming in at number 10 is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's big, goofy, and the practical effects are just absolutely amazing. I'm here for the camp, the rubbery suits, junkyard carnival sets, neon slime, and kills that feel like a B-movie, but with magic tricks. Cotton candy cocoons, the balloon dog attacks, and the popcorn gremlins. The whole thing is just a roadside attraction, but it's perfect for me. It's the kind of movie where you just pause and point at a gag and go, that's literally the thing that I'm looking for, nothing more than this. Coming in at number 9, Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. This is the film where the franchise cracks and Freddy slips into real life. Heather Langenkamp plays herself. No, not Nancy in armor, she actually plays herself. While the weird calls and the kid nightmares and those LA quake may be weird for some people, I thought this was the perfect meta commentary. Craven appears here as well, Craven, and drops the thesis. There's an older thing behind Freddy and the movies where the cage, no more sequels, no more log. The Freddy's out of the trench coat and doing all the goofy gags. He's just an actual scary villain again, and I felt like this was the perfect step forward for Wes Craven to make a great horror movie that will be mentioned later in this list. So this is one of my favorite stories from a horror movie. Coming in at number 8, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Lightning, graveyard, bang, Jason's back, and the tone finally clicks. Friday the 13th stops trying to take itself so seriously, and it plays into the gags, and can I say all the gags here and kills are just absolutely perfect. Alice Cooper needle drops are also on point here. Just everything in this film is awesome. It's on a super cheap budget, but all of the kills feel very genuine. The practical effects are awesome, and this is the coolest version of Jason Voorhees that we've ever gotten. He's my favorite slasher, so that's why this film sits so high. Coming in at number 7, Alien, a blue-collar space crew versus the perfect organism. The Nostrum feels industrially wet, if you get what I mean. The Xeno is a patient and surgical killer. The chestburster scene is one of the best scenes in all of cinema, period. Ripley doesn't just beachify this, she actually solves problems, unlike a lot of female protagonists that we get today. The silence here is the weapon, and the design is just top notch. Everything here is awesome. As you can tell, I'm very big into practical sets, and this film has everything that I could ask for there. Coming in at number 6, American Psycho. This is a comedy horror that won't just give you the comfort of clarity. Bateman's a mannequin with a routine, status, religion, taste, and camouflage. Everything about Christian Bale's performance is perfect. People on the set thought he was terrible. I don't know how this could be. Maybe he's too over the top, but now it's a piece of cult cinema. There's so many fans of this movie. It's so funny too at the end of the day, and all the acting is just great, and I can't help but laugh when he kills Paul Allen. One of my favorite horrors to this day. I hope that they do not butcher it with the remake that they're coming out with. Coming in at number 5, Get Out. Polite on the surface, predatory underneath. The Sunken Place is an instant shorthand, one of the best scenes of this century so far in cinema. Every teacup stir tightens on a leash. Every smile has a splinter. When the third act snaps, it's earned and realized. Smart without feeling like homework, and it's not too lectury. I think the political commentary actually works here, unlike a lot of other movies, especially from this century. Coming in at number 4, Scream. I told you that this film would be mentioned, and it was perfectly set up by Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. This reads the rulebook straight to your face, and it still gets you. It's a slasher and a whodunit in one, with jokes that sting and kills that don't blink. Ghostface is scary because he's anybody. Anybody can put on the mask and take control of this killer. It's cold open, sets the bar, and the finale sprints past it. Coming in at number 3, The Shining. There's ambiguity here with a purpose, and it's all due to Kubrick. This is an absolutely amazing film. I get that it's not the best adaptation, but I don't care. I'm here to talk about movies, and just the whole aesthetic here is just awesome. The geometry feels so wrong. It feels like you shouldn't be living here. The camera movements and the angles are all just purposely placed there, so you have this feeling of uncomfort. There's that sense of ambiguity like I talked about in the beginning, where is this a ghost? Is this true? Is Jack actually there? Is any of this real? Is this just a story? Everything about The Shining is just perfect in my eyes. Coming in at number 2, Halloween, 1978 comes in at number 2. Minimalism with no fluff. Suburban streets, negative space doing half the murder, and the synth heartbeat that you can't shake. Michael doesn't chase, he appears. Laurie isn't chosen, she just refuses to fold. It's clean, elegant, and it's the perfect little horror story for your Halloween day. Coming in at number 1 is The Thing. Trust dies here first. All in Antarctica, all in a perfect scenery. The creature work looks illegally real. This was just absolutely groundbreaking at the time and still looks good here. Meat turning into shapes you don't have names for. And yeah, MacReady is one of my all-time favorite characters, and Kurt Russell is one of my favorite actors, period. So this film just is an 11 out of 10. And just the whole atmosphere, the whole anxiety-inducing ambiguity of the entire thing is awesome. Flamethrower philosophy, Chess with Fate, The Last Stare in the Snow, all of that stuff. You finish it shivering with the same doubt that the characters had, and no one else can stick the landing like this in a horror movie, and it just leaves you questioning which one of these characters is the thing. Are neither of them the thing? The paranoia that's there is perfect and will forever be timeless. Well, that's the list. Drop your number 1 favorite in the comments below and tell me what I over or underrated or what I missed in this list. list. Again, it's just subjective, it's not objective. That would be completely different. May God bless your day, and I'll see you next time.